No way. No, nope, nah, not happening. Oh, stop being such a baby. It's just a dress, Lane. A pretty little dress. Salma holds the scrap of black fabric up again, shaking it slightly and cooing at our ginger friend. Sal, you do realize that it's late September? In fucking Michigan, right? I will quite literally turn blue. Blue! So we'll throw a jacket on top. Hell, maybe Willow will let you borrow her red flannel. I laugh sharply at that, because she has to be joking. I'm happy to share some of my clothes with the girls. Sweatshirts? Sure, have at it. Hats? You don't even have to ask, just take one. Jeans? If you can wear them without tripping your short ass over Lane, go ahead. But my flannels, my denim jacket, my coats? Nope. Not a chance in hell. I couldn't tell you why I'm so particular when it comes to my jackets. I just am. Maybe it's because I let Sal borrow my favorite windbreaker when we were freshmen, and when I got it back, it had all kinds of mud and leaves and soil covering it. I asked her what the fuck happened, and she just told me that her and Reese went on a walk. I burned the dirty coat the next day. Yeah, Willow won't be allowing that. I look over at Sal and just shrug, continuing to curl my long brown hair. You see, I really love my Argentinian heritage. I love knowing Spanish and cooking the food my mom grew up on. It makes me feel closer to her, especially since all my aunts and uncles are still living in Argentina, and my dad, bless his heart, can only do so much. He put Ev and I in Spanish lessons, hired us private tutors, and always found telenovelas for us to watch as a family. Our dad would also cook us Argentinian dishes, and he really tried and continues to try to involve our mom's culture into our lives. Hell, the man even paid for some Spanish lessons for himself, says that when he catches up with our other side of the family, he wants to speak their language to them. He truly is the sweetest man on earth. Anyway, as much as I love having those roots, one thing I absolutely cannot fucking stand is the hair it's given me. I wake up, and each strand is a mess of ringlets and knots. Honestly, far too many hours of my life are spent untangling the bird's nest that wakes up on top of my head. My only solution is to wash the mess of curls, blow dry it, and then attempt either an updo or just give up with life and let it dry in loose waves. I don't tend to venture beyond that, just out of pure laziness. But, seeing as us three are heading to our first party of the year, I've decided to wipe the dust off my curling iron and start the getting ready process with taming my mop of brown hair. Obviously, I also have to apply my makeup at the same time because I'm a fucking idiot and just spent an hour online shopping for cat outfits Hermione can wear on Halloween. Yes, I'm one of those cat owners, and no, I'm not sorry about it. You, stop being a bitch, Sal points at me, wagging her scolding finger in front of my face. And you, I won't force you to wear this if you aren't comfortable with it, but I think you'll feel amazing once you put it on. She softens up for Lainey Lou. Favoritism at its finest. Can I least pair it with some docs? Holy shit, Salma's cracked her. Abso-fucking-lutely. Maybe we can straighten those curls. Apply a little mascara. Oh, you need a dark red lip for sure. Her voice fades as she marches into the bathroom, returning a moment later with her arms filled to the brim with makeup bags and straighteners. Salma is probably the most into this kind of shit out of the three of us. She likes to dress up, put pretty bows in her hair, and apply a flawless sheet of makeup over her darker complexion. Lane tends to go to class in her pajamas and only really takes them off if she has to go in wearing her scrubs. She's a nursing major, so she's hella busy, and she just can't be bothered with the whole getting ready thing. I fall somewhere in between. I don't mind slapping on a bit of makeup and pulling on a skirt, but I'll also happily go somewhere in my sweats with my hair in all kind of disarray and with my glasses sitting on my face. However, for this party, with the help of my personal stylist, I've gone for my trusty black leather skirt with a risky little slit, and somehow let Sal convince me to wear my navy blue lace bodysuit. Dark colors have always been more my style than pastels, but I didn't want to seem too gothish tonight, so I paired my outfit with white Converse, the frill of my white socks just peeking above them. "So," Sal starts, stuffing Lane down onto my bed, "we have two options for tonight. Option 1, which is my personal favorite. We could all get shit-faced and just crash with the boys. I'll be with Reese, Wills, you can kick Everett to the floor, and Laney Lou, you can probably share the bed with Willow or take the couch. Of course, this is Salma's favorite option. That way she gets to drink until sunrise with her best friends and still gets to end the night all snuggled and loved up with her boyfriend. I'm only a little jealous, maybe a tad bitter too. Ugh, I don't want to sleep on the couch. My spine might just commit suicide." Lane whines, and then lets out a yelp when Sal presses her makeup brush down too hard on her sensitive skin. "Well, if you were a little more patient, we'd be hearing option 2 by now," I chip in, attempting the best I can to make my eyeliner wings even. They're supposed to be sisters, okay? Not twins. As I was saying, option 2 is one of us is the DD and we take my car. I'll probably stay at the house though, so I guess it's between the two of you. Oh, that sly bitch. Is she making a valid point about one of us being the designated driver? Of course she is. Is she only suggesting we take her car, even though she's already packed a bag for the night, so she can get drunk either way? Yes, she is. I told you, I would not trust this woman with my child. She's a borderline alcoholic and a master in manipulation. Well, thinking about it, those things might be a skill in disguise when dealing with elementary school children. "I don't mind DDing if you want a drink, Wills." "My sweet, never thought I'd say that," Ginger Friend offers, as Sal continues assaulting her face. "Nah, no way. You've been working yourself sick recently. If anyone deserves a night off, it's you." Look at me being all mature and shit. It's called personal growth. Yeah, but I don't drink much anyway. I'd probably have 2 drinks before calling it a night. Oh, for Christ's sake. This is obviously just going to go back and forth until we decide to just go with option 1 anyway. Sal huffs, now moving on to applying Lane's eyeshadow. "1, she's got a point," I quip, finally satisfied with my eyeliner. Yes, it did take me that long. I'm nothing if not a perfectionist. "Fine, but please don't make me sleep on the couch. It'll be all sticky and—" She doesn't finish her sentence. Instead, she gags and shivers. The message is still received. Every college party I've been to, the couch has been a fucking travesty. Disgustingly sticky, questionable stains, and a smell that I don't even want to think about. I might throw up. I'm sure the boys clean their couch, give the leather a good wipe down, maybe throw the cushion covers in the washing machine. But somehow, someway, the smell and the sticky feeling will last. That's not a problem, my small friend. I'll just message Everett and tell him that we're stealing his bed for the night. I pull out my phone, the same phone that's blasting music through our speaker, and open up my most recent text chain, the one I have with Ev. Willow: "Hey, best brother in the whole wide world." Everett: "What do you want?" Willow: "Rude, but you're forgiven, 'cause I kinda, sorta, need you to evacuate your bed tonight." Everett: "Absolutely fucking not. You can curl up in the washing machine for all I care." Willow: "Where's the brotherly love gone?" Willow: "Oh, BTW. You'll catch Laney Lou and I cuddling it up in your bed, whether you say yes or not. So... P. Everett: "Die, please." Ix Willow: "Moi, I love you." Rude bastard doesn't even say I love you back. But I can give him shit for it after I've told Lane the good news. Looks like we have a bed to crash in tonight, Ginge. My makeup is complete, so I just spin around on my desk chair to face my best friends. It looks like Sal has finished with the eyeshadow, now moving on to that red lip she was so desperate for Lane to adopt for the night. Salma's been dressed, with her hair styled and makeup applied perfectly for a good 20 minutes already, and let me just be the first to say, Holy Mother of God. We all clean up pretty nicely, but Salmadar likes to take it the extra mile. She's dressed to the absolute heavens, an emerald green velvety dress hugging her petite body and wrapping tightly around her chest, where it then leads to a lace-up back. The deep green color just brings out the mischievous sparkle in her eye. Reese is going to lose his fucking mind. And I know damn well that making her boyfriend question his sanity is the goal of the evening. And done! The goddess herself cheers, backing away from a now done-up Lane. Well, damn, you're definitely going to make a few women weep tonight, I whistle, hyping up our shy little friend. The girl is pure fire. Lane, go get changed. Willow, go fill 3 water bottles with vodka and lemonade. We can chug in the taxi, Sal instructs, tossing the little black dress at Lane and shoving me off down our narrow hall. What are you going to do? I ask, gripping the doorframe between my fingers so she can't shove me further. I'm going to put your digital camera in my purse, and then I'm going to send Reese a sneaky snap of my panties. Obviously. Obviously, Willow, you fucking idiot. Be ready to leave in 5 fucking minutes, ladies. Salma is one bossy lady. She must be an absolute freak in the sheets. No wonder poor Reese is so tame. His girlfriend owns his ass. I don't hear you pouring vodka, she screamed from my bedroom, clearly picking up on the fact that I'm still trying to decide what water bottles to use. 3 fucking bottles of vodka? I guess that's 2 nights this week we're getting shit-faced. Personally, no complaints. We've been at the party for about an hour, tops, when Grayson motherfucking Hastings challenges Everett and I to a game of beer pong. Us being, well, us, we greedily accepted the challenge. That's what led us to be standing either side of a table littered with res plastic cups, each one 3 full of beer. Or at least what I hope is beer. I'm going to wipe this dirty-ass floor with that mop of blonde hair, Hastings, my brother shouts across to Grayson, which is completely unnecessary because he's really not that far away. Yeah. Ev's a little drunk, and when Ev is drunk, he gets a little competitive. Oh, and super bitchy. That's why I'm over the fucking moon that I'm A, slightly drunk too, and B, on my brother's team. It's Grayson and Tate versus Everett and myself. I, personally, find this super unfair because Tate Wilder is the definition of sex on legs. Did I mention that I'm drunk? As fucking if, pretty boy, I could whip both your asses with my eyes closed. Grayson takes a large step closer to Everett in a threateningly yet joking way. I scoff at him, a little snort slipping into the air. Kill me. I take a sip of my vodka cranberry to calm myself. Police. I know for a damn fact that I could play each and every one of you boys and end up snagging that crown and title. My emphasis on the word boys causes Tate to chuckle at me. Am I just super intoxicated, or did my vagina actually grow a heartbeat from that sound alone? Careful what you say next, Kennedy. You do not want to see me defending my title as beer pong king. Gray stares me dead in the eyes, although he kinda looks fuzzy and like he's swaying, but whatever. He extended a challenge, and I wouldn't be Willow Kennedy if I didn't accept said challenge. Oh, I think I do want to see that, actually. A gasp rings through the room. Grayson Hastings, I challenge you for the title of Beer Pong Queen. Ah, a series of oohs and oh-dams ping off the walls, all directed at the man whose eyes are shooting daggers at me from across the dining room table. You don't want to do this, princess? Think I just did. I stare straight back at him, trying not to break out into a grin or respond to the whoops and cheers coming from Everett and Lane. Got my own little cheerleaders back here? I would have Sal and Reese on my team too, but he swooped my girl up onto his shoulder and hightailed it up the stairs the second we walked into this house. Willow Kennedy. Everyone in the rooms holds their breath. I accept your motherfucking challenge. Bring it on. I smirk at him and watch as he turns to Tate, for what I assume is a pep talk. Sipping up more of my far too strong drink, I slightly creepily watch them. From the looks of it, though, Tate just seems to be laughing at him, possibly saying, "It's your fucking funeral, buddy," before he started walking over to my side of the table. Aw, bless. Grayson's already lost his wingman. Wait, holy crap, Tate's coming over here. Nope, sorry my uterus can't take that. She will literally explode if he gets any closer. I'm not fucking kidding. A violent shake of my shoulders is what forces me to look away from the mind-blowingly gorgeous captain. Fucking hell, I'm drunk. You got this, bitch. I believe in you. Lane hollers, pulling me into her body for a quick hug. She's not as wasted as me, I think. She's swaying slightly and is a lot louder than usual, but she's not slurring any words. We might be in the clear of drunk Lane for now. Show him what a girl with phenomenal tits and a banging ass can do. She kisses my cheek and gives my butt a playful tap. What follows Lane's slightly crude comment is a cough, then a sputter, then another cough, and finally a choke. Oh, and of course, what follows is my face flushing a bright red. I look up and to the side to meet the noisemaker, pure mortification coursing through my blood as I lock eyes with Tate Wilder. I was embarrassed enough when I thought it was some random party-goer. But now I know that it's actually the hottest man I've ever seen. Someone just needs to bury me alive. Well, Lane trails off, her cheeks a little pink. I'm gonna go over to that corner and die. Good luck, bestie. And then she's off, leaving me alone with easily the sexiest man I have ever seen. So, he laughs, his deep voice a little raspy. Holy mother of fucking God. I'm assuming that's Lane Weaver? He points to the ginger who's now facing the wall, banging her head lightly against it. Great first impression. Laney Lou. A pretty drunk Lane Weaver. I trail off, my stupid-ass brain too busy focusing on how fucking good Tate looks right now to respond with more words. Idiot. 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 You seem pretty drunk too, Kennedy. You okay? Tate, I'll be honest with you, my friend. Your caring tone and gorgeous green eyes are doing nothing helpful to my ovaries right now. I'm absolutely fine. I'll be fucking fantastic when I take that cocky idiot down a peg or two. He smirks at me and nods despite my way too violent words. I would wish you good luck, but I have a feeling you won't need it, so... There's that gorgeous fucking smile again. Okay, seriously, who let me drink this much? I'll just give you a little pointer instead. Grayson is very easily distracted by beautiful women, so if you just flash him a smile, he'll miss and probably melt into a puddle. I want his fucking children. Someone. Please, stop me. I'll keep that in mind. Thank you. I resist the perfectly natural urge to touch the little ringlets of hair resting against his forehead. Wow. He flashes me a bright smile, like it's his way of saying, good luck, I believe in you, without actually saying it. Who gave this man the right to look so damn good and to have the cutest little heart of gold? I want phone numbers and house addresses. Wait, I gently grasp his wrist. Lord, oh Lord. I better see you cheering for me, or there will be hell to pay, mister. I wouldn't even dare to dream of being on anyone else's team, Willow. Oh, Tate, can you watch my drink whilst I'm murdering Grayson's pride? Stay smart, stay safe, and also give a sexy as fuck man the job of protecting your drink. He instantly nods and takes my cup out of my hand, his warm and callous fingers lingering on mine slightly. Jesus fucking Christ. Tate then wraps the top of his hand around my cup, completely covering it. Jesus fucking Christ times 2. I'll protect it with my life. He winks at me, all playful and shit, but I can tell he's being serious. Hot, 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 hot. I whisper my thanks, a bright smile still on his beautiful face. And then he's gone too, taking a seat on Everett's lap, a very intoxicated Lane jabbering on beside them. "You ready, princess?" Hastings teases from across the table, mockingly stretching out his arms. "I was fucking born ready, bitch." Remember how I said that when Everett gets drunk, he gets a little competitive and bitchy? Well, when I get drunk, I get a lot of competitive and extremely sassy. Hence the constant cussing. Oops! I can always wash my mouth out with soap later. "How do we decide who goes first?" I ask the room, still competing in the stare-down with Grayson. "I say you do rock, paper, scissors," Tate suggests, his husky voice quite literally sending a chill right through me. Not only is he, well, fucking flawless, but I'm also cold as hell in my tiny outfit. I would be concerned for Lane's warmth as well if she wasn't so smart and brought a denim jacket with her. And maybe I'd even feel some sympathy for my friend that put me in this god-forsaken outfit. If, of course, she hadn't fucked off with Reese as soon as we arrived. I would call her a bitch, but she's upstairs getting laid whilst I'm down here, freezing my tits off and competing for the beer pong championship. Actually, no, she is a bitch. Winning this title is 10 times better than getting dicked down could be, right? Granted, it's been a while, but I will stand by my statement until proven wrong. I tear my eyes away from Grayson for a split second, my eyes catching the way Tate's large hand is still covering my drink and how close he's holding it to his chest. Adorable. "You're going down, Willow. I'm the best at rock, paper, scissors." "It's pure luck, Hastings. Don't try and scavenge for a win tonight." The room fills with hoots, howls, and laughter. I make my way to the middle of the table. Grayson meets me, and we agree on going as soon as Tate calls, "Shoot." Typically, I'm always a rock kind of girl. But tonight, I took a chance with paper, and thankfully, Gray didn't sniff my move out until my paper covered his rock. Willow. 1. Grayson. 0-0. Would you look at that? I guess you're not good at rock, paper, scissors after all. I pout at him and take my ping pong ball. Har har, thank you for that super necessary comment. Gray speaks flatly, watching as my eyes sweep across his cups. Left or right, Wills? I choose right, knowing that throwing to my dominant side would be smart for my first move. With a flick of my wrist, I watch the ball fly softly across the table and sink perfectly into the cup I was aiming for. A wave of screams and cheers come from my 3 cheerleaders. They only get louder as Grayson shots the beer back quickly. Oop, guess it's my turn again? You are pure evil. He gasps at me, watching as I do a little happy dance. Yup, still drunk. I line up my shot for the left this time, and again the ball flies through the air gracefully, bounces off another cup, spins around the rim, and then drops in. Ouch! It's gonna be a rough morning for you, huh? Yeah, winning and drinking makes me a bit cocky. Gray's face instantly morphs into ultra-competitive mode as he wipes a bit of beer off his top lip. Uh-oh, Willow, you've poked the bear. You're in trouble now, princess. And boy, oh boy, was he proven correct for the next 10 minutes. I missed my 3rd shot, and then it all started to go downhill. Grayson sunk the ball into cup after cup, each perfectly executed shot followed by me drinking said cup's cheap beer. He made about 6 perfect throws in a row until he missed one. The score was 6-2 when the tables turned my way. You got this, Wills, Lane screamed as I took my stance for the possibly redeeming shot. Her loud scream distracted me slightly, so I turned and made eye contact with my cheerleaders, gesturing a shush with my index finger covering my lips. Everett wasn't paying much attention to me, though. Nope, my brother was too busy swapping spit with some cute girl. Tate, however, my oh my. His eyes were attached to me fully, sweeping over my face, then down my body, and then back up to my eyes. I try not to blush, instead focusing on his still iron grip over my cup. He really meant it when he said, "I'll protect it with my life." Hot. That was all the motivation I needed to absolutely boss the rest of our match. Just the thought of Tate, and his smile and his eyes, and his whole ass face and maybe a victory hug. Fucking hell. Despite my slightly delusional mind, this new sense of determination is what brought me to the moment we've all been waiting for. This moment right here, right now, 20 minutes into the game. Each got 2 cups left over. Yep, that means I've drank 8 of the 1 to 3 full cups. That's math I can't even do. So, yeah, as Grayson lines up for his throw, I am wobbling from side to side. And yeah, as the sound of the growing crowd around us makes me feel extremely nauseous. And yeah, the feeling of Tate motherfucking Wilder's gaze is quite literally setting me on fire. I watch as Gray releases the ball into the air, my lungs failing to work as it nears closer to one of my 2 cups. My vision may be fuzzy, but I see it so damn clearly as that stupid ball plops into my cup. Grayson's cheers nearly cause me to be sick, but the constant chanting of "drink, drink, drink, drink" outweighs my urge to throw up in some trendy girl's bucket hat. So, I pick up the cup, swallow the bile in my throat, and just as the white rim touches my lips, the red plastic is taken away from me. I look up for my cup snatcher, my bleary eyes only picking up on dark curls and piercing green eyes until they focus up and I'm left gaping at Tate. What, dude, hey, what? Clearly, I couldn't choose just one sentence to open up with. Way to act sober, Wills. No more for you, I'll drink it. Dude, it's all good, I'm fine. He cuts me off by shooting back the cheap booze. Oh no, I seem to have drank your beer. Tate fakes innocent, batting those long eyelashes at me. Why is it that men always have super long eyelashes, and us women are stuck with some short, stubby, sorry excuse for eyelashes? I'll be filing a formal complaint. Finally, my brain catches up to what Tate said, and I let out a giggle, like some drunk high school girl with a big fat crush on the quarterback, and stumble slightly towards his firm body. If my life were a movie, I would have fallen into his arms and stared into his eyes until he had no other option but to fall in love with me. But, alas, my life isn't a movie. So I catch myself before the collision and watch his large hands come up to my shoulders to steady my wobbly ass. Wait a damn second. Large, completely empty hands. Where did you put my drink? My voice comes out soft, the disappointed that he didn't keep his promise clearly coming through with the words. He just laughs softly at my reaction and runs those, dare I say godly, hands down my arms. Someone shoot me so I can die happy. I drank that too. I didn't want you to come searching for it and end up hurting yourself. Holy Mother of God. Don't know if you've noticed Kennedy, but you're like super wasted. His laugh might just be my favorite sound. Well, let's just hope I win this shit then. My words are sloppy, and I sway slightly, still with his hands holding my wrists gently. He just chuckles down at me and turns me to face the table again. With his hands on my shoulders, he leans down and whispers to me, "I'll be right here if you need help." Well, there's that heartbeat in my vagina again. Grayson smirks at me and starts to stretch his limbs out again. Quit being a dick. Just shoot your fucking shot. Tate snaps at him, his hands still firmly planted on my body, preventing me from toppling over and making a fool out of myself. "Ladies and gentlemen, if I can have you attention, please," Grayson calls, clearly ignoring Tate and just deciding to be a dick anyway. This could quite possibly be my winning shot. I would like to thank my moms for always believing me and my dear friends. "Everett, throw the fucking ball, Hastings," I scream. Yup, scream at the top of my lungs. Tate laughs at me again and gives my tense shoulders a little squeeze. You hear that? That, my friend, was the sound of my ovaries exploding. Grayson nods at me smugly and lines his shot up. I kid you not, I can feel my blood rush to my ears and can hear my heart sink to the pit of my stomach. But then it hits me. Grayson is very easily distracted by beautiful women. So if you just flash him a smile, he'll miss and probably melt into a puddle. So, using Tate's helpful advice, I decide to one-up it and tug the V-neck of my bodysuit down a little, exposing a sliver more of cleavage than it already did. My plan is simply, just as Hastings is about to throw the ball, I'll call his name, flash him a smile, and lean down slightly on the table so you can see a little further down my top. Nothing wrong with using my womanly attributes to my advantage, right? If you got it, flaunt it. And I've half got it, but I'm still gonna fully flaunt. I watch the gears in Gray's head turn, and I know it's now or never. "Grayson!" I call across the table, leaning down onto the surface the second his eyes meet mine. He was already mid-flick, so the ball flies easily from his grasp and in the complete opposite direction of my last standing cup. I yank my bodysuit up slightly and cheer, throwing my head back and waving my arms around me widely. Yup, very intoxicated girl over here. Although, my plan had one flaw. I didn't account for the fact that Tate was still standing behind me as I bent down to the table. Yep. He most certainly either got a crotch full of my ass or he got a sight full of my ass. I don't know whether I'm more turned on or mortified, maybe a weird mix of both. So, to make it less awkward, I spin around and repeatedly punch his chest lightly. "You, sir, are an evil genius." I smile up at him, my eyes meeting his now forest green pupils. "Well, damn." He clears his throat with a shake of his head. "Believe me, that was all you." Yum my. "All right, she-devil, your turn." Grayson huffs, the grating and irritated sound half snapping me out of my daze. A daze only a certain team captain could cause. I try not to think too hard as I get into my form, but that gets real difficult when the man behind me starts to twirl the ends of my hair. Kill me. Kill me now. I reel my wrist back and flick, expecting the ball to land a mile away from his cup, thanks to Mr. Sexy. Jesus, he really is so sexy. "Ah, go bitch, go bestie, you got it, Wills, you're nearly there," Lane hollers from a different seat this time. She probably moved away when Ev and the girl he was making out with got a little heated. Wait, did Lane just say I fucking got it? Jesus, I'm so drunk. I barely even noticed the yelling, cheering, and whooping mess around me. What I have noticed is the way Tate is shaking my body around. "One more cup and you're a queen." He whispers in my ear, almost like this moment is ours. Like this moment just doesn't fucking belong to the other 30-plus people crammed into the room. "Holy shit," I whisper back, tapping his cheek that's so deliciously close to my face. Considering this man is well over 9 inches taller than me, he must be breaking his fucking knees. "Just take your shot. Finish me." Grayson pouts, yet again ruining our moment. Let me tell you, if I ever get my hands on that man, his dick will be the first thing to go. Actually, I trail off evilly. "Ladies and gentlemen, if I can have your attention, please?" The whole room stops and stares at me. If I wasn't completely wasted right now, I'd totally burst into a fire of tears and anxiety. History is about to be made. Oh, and Hastings, you are looking at the future queen of beer pong. Cherish it. He just rolls his eyes at me. Tate finds it pretty funny, though. That's all that really matters to me right now. Whoops and cheers are like white noise as my eyes zoom in on that one stupid cup. That one red fucking cup. I've come this far, gotten this fucking drunk, all so I can win and steal Grayson's crown. And no, not a metaphorical crown. A legit, plastic crown with black Sharpie writing reading BP. The kid is fucking ridiculous. But my God, do I want that plastic piece of shit. I take a deep breathe, relish in the feeling of Tate's hands sweeping my hair to my back, close my eyes, and just let go. It goes in the right direction. It flies towards the cup. It makes contact with the target. It dances around the rim, once, twice, and then it just drops in. It drops in as if my whole night hasn't just been changed. It drops in as if I'm not the first beer pong queen in our history. It just drops. Holy shit, I mutter to myself. Holy freaking shit, I scream again, all the noise filling the room hitting my ears full force. I spin towards Tate's hard body and jump, wrapping my arms around his neck. I fucking won! Tate, I fucking won! I yell louder, laughing as he yells with me and spins my body around like I weigh nothing. You fucking won! He shouts as I'm placed back down to the floor. His smile is so wide and infectious, I just can't help but launch my body into his again for that victory hug. You're a goddamn queen, Willow Kennedy. His warm arms pull me tighter against him. A queen with some awaiting fans. That damn whisper again. Wills, you did it, bitch! Lane squeals, yanking me out of Tate's grasp and into her own arms. I have never been so proud to call you my sister. Everett jokes, pulling me into his side protectively. Where's the girl you were swapping spit with? Well, you're kicking me out of my own bed tonight, are you not? Cutest brother ever. Princess, Grayson's very slurred voice calls. Yes, loser. Tate, Evan, Lane all snicker. Whoever said to win graciously was a fucking idiot. I'm going to gloat my ass off. Ouch, meanie. I stick my tongue out at him as a reply, because I'm a mature adult. I wanted to say congratulations, and I do believe a certain queen is in need of a coronation. Hell, fucking. Yes. Grayson promptly lifts me away from my personal cheerleaders and onto the table where my victory was earned. Damn, it feels so good standing up here, waiting for my crown and staring at a bunch of strangers without feeling completely mortified. Maybe I should look into drinking whenever I feel anxious. Or I could find a much healthier coping mechanism. Good people of Ann Arbor, it's my great honor and privilege to present to you, for the very first time ever, Queen Willow of Beer Pong. The room chants out in a collective, "All Hail Queen Willow," as Grayson sings a ceremonial song. I know that the second the crappy plastic crown touches my head, that I will stop at nothing to defend my title. I'm a fucking queen now. A queen standing on a sticky-ass table with a Sharpie-ridden plastic crown, staring straight into the green eyes of the man who, just 10 minutes ago, was threading his fingers through my hair. Turns out I'm not a queen. I'm a fucking fool.